Here is the irony. Less than 24 hours ago, I was on my live stream. Yeah, I was on my live stream with SA Infotainment. So I was a guest on his channel, but I was also live on my channel. Anyway, long story short, the semantics don't matter. What matters is what I said, and I quote myself. I miss Shadrach Sibiya. It's been so long since I've spoke about Shadrach Sibiya. And just like that, the universe delivers. In another video as well, yesterday, I posted that, when Bass posts, she loves to just put breadcrumbs, and she'll put breadcrumbs and then just leave you constantly checking to see the update when she's going to put the full article. Yesterday, she dropped the breadcrumbs on Brigadier Vhonani Mufamadi, who's on page 283 of Paul O'Sullivan's book. If you don't know who that is, he's the IO, the investigating officer, the lead investigating officer, or should I say the self-appointed lead investigating officer, depending on which end of the spectrum you're on. I'm not going to go into that full story, but yes, she dropped some interesting breadcrumbs on him, and I've been waiting for the full story. Do you think she's dropped the full story? No, she's moved on to other stories. So she has this crazy skill of keeping you captivated. So it's been a couple of days, if not weeks, since I did the Keith Keating video and how he captured SAPS. Well, guess what? This is a follow-up video based on what Bass has posted to her Facebook profile. Full disclosure, okay, a lot of names are dropped here. She does provide, I guess, signatory evidence, and she does say she is in possession of evidence. So in this video, hi everybody, welcome back to another great edition. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, hit the everything. Okay, it's absolutely free. It's free 99. Okay, you pay absolutely nothing. And also, please continue to watch the ads. I appreciate you. Let's get into this. What shall I call it? Highly interesting video. Okay, within the first paragraph I was like, oh my goodness, I did not see the connection. So here goes. Funda Temvi Funda. She says how General Sibiya and Zizi Kodwa helped the Keiting cartel loot the Joburg metro. Part 1. Meaning there's a part 2? Up to part 10 maybe? I don't know. Firstly, it's no coincidence that once Lt General Mfazi was unalived, I told you in a previous video that was with the poisoning. Go check that video if you haven't caught up to it. He was immediately replaced by General Shadrach Joseph Sibiya in the position of SAPS Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection. That's no coincidence. You know what? I wouldn't have put two together there. 1 + 1 is 2. I wouldn't have seen it. So I have to say, that is very interesting. That is very interesting, and it's very hard for me to unsee it. It's very hard, especially knowing what we know about Shadrach Sibiya today o'clock. Okay? Anyway, so while Keith Keating is currently busy packing and trying to flee this country to the US of A, let's unpack the rest of his cronies and what they did. Let me tell you, her writing skills are impressive. And right there, she's telling Keith, I know you're trying to run away. I know everything. Hilarious. Anyway, focus. Basically, Keith Keating owns the company called FDA, and Keith Keating's BEE business partner is Vhonani Mufamadi, who is the brother of former Police Minister Sydney Mufamadi. Then there's Jehan McKay, who is the CEO of the company EOH. EOH and FDA came together in a merger. They moved into the city of Joburg to install systems. Guess who was there? None other than the one and only General of Impalas, General Shadrach Joseph Sibiya, who had been appointed as the head of the Joburg Metro Group Forensic and Investigation Services. Oh, no. This is Shadrach Sibiya while he's inside. Okay, quick update. Shadrack Sibiya worked for SAPS, and then he was, of course, let go, and then he went to work for the city of Joburg. So I'm guessing this happened while he was in the city of Joburg. Okay, I'm following. I was a little bit lost, but now I'm on track. I thought it was Shadrack Sibiya inside SAPS. No, it's Shadrack Sibiya at his middle job. Yeah. Anyway, then came the Zondo Commission, and the EOH guys were actually afraid. So they voluntarily went to the commission to rat on everything and everyone. EOH then goes and quickly dumps Keith Keating and Mufamadi by reversing the deal of the merger of FDA and EOH. FDA and EOH political contact into the city of Johannesburg was who? Zizi Kodwa. The Zondo Commission report states that FDA and EOH paid Zizi Kodwa 1.7 million rands to enable FDA and EOH to capture the Joburg Metro. So, Shadrack Joseph Sibiya helped EOH and FDA at the time to get into the city of Joburg as service providers to provide software systems. You're a real thief if other thieves decide to dump you. Wow. Now, those are her words, guys. I'm just reading, okay? I'm just reading. Everything, of course, is alleged, okay? I'm just the reader here. Now, Zizi Kodwa is going to court alone, and the likes of Kithing and the EOH directors walk free. Now, the only question is Zizi Kodwa willing to go to jail alone, or will he rat them all? The NPA cannot allow Keating and McKay be termed cooperating witnesses to avoid prosecution when they are in fact the masterminds of this corruption. In fact, NPA must not give Keating or McKay any plea deal here. To the other very interesting fact about Lt General Mfazi, who was unalived while investigating Keith Keating's looting of 50 billion rands of SAPS funds. When Lt General Mfazi died, guess who replaced him? None other than the one and only General Shadrack Sibiya with the 20 impalas from Vusimuzi Cat Matlala, but then he says he never got the impalas, but that's a story for another day because Sergeant Gozi confirms it. I'm digressing again. Focus. So he was replaced by the General Sibiya, who was immediately promoted to Lieutenant General to fill this post. General Sibiya was moved from the city of Joburg straight into that post. That's too brief a summary. He wasn't moved. Should I get into it? I've done so many videos on this, but let me just give you a real summary. General Sibiya was a SAPS Hawks head, and then there was a lot of stuff going on with him, so then he lost his job. While he lost his job, he started working at the city of Joburg. While he was at the city of Joburg, we all know he was doing extracurricular stuff. His salary was raised. They lost a lot of money. Okay, everything is alleged. He denied all this, of course, at the ad hoc committee and the Zondo Commission. And then he had a case against SAPS. And then instead of SAPS continuing with the case with him, SAPS did not show up to the hearing, and therefore Shadrack Sibiya won the case by default. And because he won, one of the conditions was that he be reinstated into his jobs. Do you see the difference between the summarized version and the long version? Yeah, it changes the perspective, right? So he didn't just land back into SAPS. It was a whole process, many years. So then that's how he got, so I guess SAPS was kind of like, we're so tired of this man, just let him come back, promote him. And this is under Masemola, by the way, FYI. And then that's how he became back inside SAPS, and he got the second top position inside SAPS. So General Sibiya was moved, I'll put that in quotation, from the city of Joburg straight into that post. So in essence, Lieutenant General Mfazi, who had stopped all SAPS payments to Keith Keating, was then unalived and immediately replaced by General Sibiya, who had assisted Keith Keating to loot the Joburg Metro. Let that sink in and really think about it. Yeah, it sunk in for me. I'm hearing you loud and clear. Allegedly, but I'm still hearing you. Then EOH changed their company name to IOCO Limited to try bury its past dirt and start on a clean slate. Next, I'm going to show you how these guys were taking over the state. They had already covered SAPS and the Defense Department. defense technologies are also on their side. You wonder if the CIA is not involved in this mess? We shall see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a huge assertion right there. CIA? The Zondo Commission only scratched the surface and never mentioned or called Keith Keating. So I am bringing the real details of Keating cartel capture of the city of Joburg, SAPS, and the SANDF. And as you all can see here in the pictures, I even have Keith Keating's fingerprints and signature, so I will expose everything. I'm not going to share the signature, guys, because, it can't be, okay? But it's there. If you want to see it, it's there. The whole puzzle is slowly coming together. We're joining the dots with proof. Part 2 loading. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. This was, I wouldn't say shocking, but then it's like, is there more to Shadrach Sibiya that we don't know? Like, could it be that there's still more to this man who still isn't arrested, by the way? He's still a free man. He's just suspended from SAPS at this point. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Remember to like, to comment, to subscribe. I'll definitely catch you in the next one. Bye.